Hello, everybody. Good afternoon and welcome to the Witty Writer Show. Welcome. It's actually a beautiful day today I nearly said South Carolina then, in California. I've actually got beautiful sunshine, blue skies for a change.
I'm looking out at the night time. Stop.
I know, bless you. You've already had your day, haven't you, you little rascal? But we're still recovering from all the snow. I would love to introduce you to the absolutely fabulous Josephine Wrightson, author of Dark Fantasy. Hello, darling.
Hello. And thank you, Beth.
You are welcome, darling. Now, you and I are very close friends, which is absolutely fabulous. We've been friends a very long time. So you know how much snow we've had.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I am so over the snow. I've always said I love watching the snowfall. I love that. And I love seeing everything all white and beautiful. But when we had that blizzard and it was 5 to 6 foot overnight,
yeah,
it was just too much. I used muscles I forgot I had, including in my back and in my butt, interestingly enough. Oh, there you are. But Josephine, thank you so much for joining us today, darling, because
thank you for having me.
We are here to celebrate your fantastic new release, which is called Dare. And I've got to say, I absolutely love the cover. Oh,
me too.
My gosh, it is stunning. Let's have a look.
Let me see.
Oh, see, that is just beautiful. It is absolutely gorgeous.
I can't show you the physical copies. They've not arrived yet.
I know. The joys of technology and Amazon. We've got lots of people joining us, so welcome everybody. Please say hello and tell us where you are. We would love to hear from you and say hello. And if you have got any questions for Josephine during our show today, please put them in the comments. Now we are live today on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. So I do like to change it up occasionally, just now and again. So Josephine, before we start saying hello to everybody, could you possibly just tell us about your blurb and your new book while I share our stream everywhere? Not to put you on the spot. Have you frozen? Has she frozen or have I frozen? God damn it. She has as well. Can you just give me a yay if you can still hear me? Because my internet went down yesterday and they're supposed to have sorted it all out. Maybe it's not. Let me have a look. Oh, God damn it. This is not good.
No, I'm here. It's your end.
Oh, was it my end?
Well, both of them went off, so I don't know. I think it must be you're connecting to StreamYard, aren't you? So I think it's yours.
Well, we got some yays, so thank God. Joyce of technology. Oh my gosh. So I'm just going to quickly share. Did you, while I was blank, did you manage to read your blurb?
No.
Okay.
Because I went off as well. We both went off. Well, I don't quite know what happened.
If you wouldn't mind reading out your blurb.
Yeah, I will do.
That would be great. And then I can just...
You put me on the spot, haven't you?
I'm sorry.
I've done that deliberately. Anyway.
I'm evil.
Yeah. Oh. Would you want a better life? Evie did. Her life, body and soul were hanging by a thread. Nothing had turned out as she had imagined when she was younger. When a stranger, who she quickly dismissed as a crackpot, asked her if she wanted more from her life, it all changed. What started off well and like a dream soon changed and the nightmare began. Yet before the good comes the bad. When a life would go now was anyone's guess. There you go.
See, that is so intriguing. I absolutely freaking love it. Well, there we go. I think I've done it. We'll see. But all of you guys who are watching, please feel free to share our stream to your favorite book clubs or book groups, because that would be awesome. That's what we're here for.
I'm going to put in now.
Yes.
Stream this to your audience. Is that what sends it to my Facebook?
I think so. Has it just popped up?
Yeah, I'm going to click it. If I go off, you know why.
All these things, I'll tell you, all these platforms, they're just constantly changing, aren't you? I don't know about
No,
you.
I'm not going to do that because it wants me to log into stuff and I'm not messing.
Oh, okay. Well,
That
hang on
didn't
then.
work.
Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can. No, just go to my author page and share it from there. Just share the link to your group. See, we're getting there, my loves. We're getting there. And while Josephine's getting the hang of that, let's say hello to everybody because we've got loads of people saying hello. We've got the fabulous Heather Skinner. She says, hi, ladies, from Gemma and I. Hello, my darling. And if you all haven't done it already, please check out her fantastic book club. It's absolutely brilliant. We've also got, let's have a look, the wonderful Theodore. Hello. He says, hello, ladies. Thank you for joining me. You are
Good afternoon
awesome.
or good evening.
I know. Well, good afternoon and good evening. There we go.
Yeah, both.
We've also got the wonderful Suzanne Monet, and she says the cover is gorgeous. And I want to give a special shout out to Suzanne because she's currently formatting my new novel. I'm so excited, but we'll talk about that another time. So thank you, Suzanne, because you're fabulous, absolutely fabulous, best formatter ever. Oh, and Heather said, yay, she could see us, and so could Nick, and so could yay, 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 yay. So we've got lots of yays. So thank God everybody can still see us. We've also got the wonderful Anna. She says, hi, hello, darling. Thank you for joining us. And we've also got the wonderful Stephanie. She says, hello.
Hi, Stephanie.
Congratulations, Josephine.
Thank you.
Oh, it's so exciting. So, Josephine, how many books have you published now?
17. This is number 17.
Wow, that is absolutely amazing. She's like a writing and editing machine.
The writing is the easy part. The editing and the marketing is where it gets sticky.
Do you know what? I totally agree. And I know, I'm sure the authors that are watching us today would agree. But it is truly amazing how much you develop as a writer with each and every single book. And I know you did the same as me, didn't you? You went back after you finished a certain amount, you went back and like re-edited, tightened it up. How was that for you as a writer? Did you find that really therapeutic, going back and redoing, incorporating all the information or everything that you'd learned?
Yes, it was. It's the feeling of achievement, I think, that makes it therapeutic, because you know you're doing better. Maybe some of the early ones will still need doing again, because in this one I can now see the difference first time round. A massive difference, actually, if I say so myself. But 18 months was a long time to just edit and nothing else, because obviously at the time I had 14 books, and it's a lot of work to go through one after another, and I've very nearly thought, oh, stop, all right, but I didn't. I stuck to it because I promised myself I would re-edit every single one. So I did before I went on to writing again. And then they just sort of, yeah, it was very rushed, but not. They were all waiting in turn.
I think I was your biggest cheerleader. Every time we messaged or chatted, Josephine was like, okay, I've just finished number 4. I've just finished number 5. And I'm like, yeah, you can do it. But just
it was a bit of a slog, 18 months on purely editing. And going back over the same books.
Do you think that it gives you a new appreciation of people who edit for a living?
Yes.
And that's all they do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's not easy. It really is.
You do get word blind, and after a while, but it is. I'm glad I've done it, because I have learned so much more now. And as I say, this one, there might be the odd typo. That's not necessarily my fault. My technology, my bad, just decides that shouldn't be that word. It should be this word. No, I don't want that word. Very often argue with it. But yeah, the grammar is a lot. It's just better.
Yeah.
And I'm pleased with it. Really, really pleased with it.
I'll be interested to find out how many of our author viewers have done the same. And if they've noticed a massive difference in their writing from the start of their career to where they are up to now. So let us know, everybody, if you're an author and you've noticed a considerable difference, or you've gone back and edited your books like Josephine and I have, let us know, because it'll be really interesting. Right, we've got some more messages. Suzanne says, bless her heart, this is why I love her. Spoiler, Beth's new book is fabulous.
Yes, I agree.
I love you. I love you too. Honestly, you just make my heart sing. We've also got the wonderful Claudette Harrison. She says, hello, ladies. Dropping in before work, 6 a.m. in Australia.
That's 3 different time zones at 1 minute.
I feel so honoured. Thank you very much, darling. And if you
Thank you for that.
I know. And if you don't catch the whole show before you go to work, don't worry, because the live show will stay up on Facebook, LinkedIn and YouTube. And I will be uploading it to all my podcasts as well. I think I'm up to about 12 podcasts now.
Very good.
Isn't that crazy? And that includes Apple, Spotify and Google. So on the popular ones as well. Yay. So don't forget to like, share and follow, please. We've also got the wonderful, there we go, Lisa. She says, hello, ladies.
Hello, Lisa. She's in Germany.
So how many's that? 4 time zones now? We're getting everywhere. We are. We're getting everywhere. Suzanne says, I'm doing that now. I absolutely love the improvements I'm making to the story that got me started writing. Yeah. So I actually had a really good chat with Suzanne the other day, because she is doing a lot of work on her books and making lots of changes and changing, going from 1 book to 3 and developing her characters. And it's truly amazing, isn't it, how much we learn and develop as authors, but also on the marketing side as well. I mean, you and I are constantly learning how to do all this stuff on social media and everything, which is difficult because it's always changing.
Yes, you have to go with the flow. You can't be rigid in what you're doing. You need to just go with it. Wing it. It's a word I use a lot.
And also, and I know you're the same as me, we pay very good attention to those people who are making it work, who are succeeding on social media, because it's important to see what they're doing and then do it your own way, but in similar format. So it's
don't copy, just look,
emulate in your own way.
Yeah.
We've also, there we go. We've also got the wonderful Leslie Dawn, David Nash. Hello, my darling.
Brilliant.
And Claudette says, thank you, lovely. I edited my last book. That is the 3rd. I can see how much better I am getting to. That is fantastic. Makes a huge difference. Because we've got lots of new people popping on, could we have a look at your new book cover again?
Yes.
That's okay. Because it is so awesome.
I was on the blurb bit. And it is only on my tablet because I've not got the physical copy, as we said earlier.
Just absolutely stunning. It really is.
Sharon Brownlee does my formatting and my covers, and we are both thrilled with that one. It is very stunning.
She is fantastic. She's a very talented lady. Claudette says beautiful, and Leslie says just gorgeous, which it is. It really is.
I'm hoping to enter it in the all author competition. I've put it on. I've got to wait for confirmation that it'll get through for next month, not for this month. So we're closed by the time we updated it for this month.
Oh, fantastic. So everybody, if you don't already, follow Josephine, because she will be sharing the links if she gets into the book, the all author competition. For those of you who don't know, All Author is a fantastic website. It really is. And if you release a book, it gives you the opportunity to submit your book cover in a book cover competition. And basically, once you upload your book cover and you get entered, it really is down to all
the readers. It doesn't cost you anything. There's a free part of it, you can pay for All Author Pro, and you can go further and submit more than one book cover, but you'll get the chance to, you can put 4 books on, I think it is, and then have one actual cover a month that you put in through for the competition. So it's one of those things that you don't necessarily have to pay for until you see whether it works for yourself.
Exactly. The important thing is, if you see Josephine posting about it, please click on the link and vote for her. It's fantastic. You do get to, I think you get to vote for 3 or 4 different covers.
You do, yeah.
Josephine's is the most important. And
there's several rounds as well. I think is it 3 rounds or 2 rounds?
I think it's 3 rounds, and
I think it's 3, yeah.
And people can vote daily, so it's important to keep going on, save the link, and then just vote daily. But it's a great opportunity, and whoever wins it gets a fantastic prize of all this free promotion through All Author. So it's huge. It's a really, really
it's a good competition. Lots of people have done it. I have entered it before, about a year or so ago, with one of my early covers. It did get into sort of the second round, so it wasn't too bad.
Yeah. I must admit, I'm going to have a look at it myself, because obviously my new book's coming out at the end of May. So it might be worth me doing it as well, just so I can get some exposure and some pre-orders.
You did Junes, though.
Sorry?
You did Junes. Otherwise, we'll be in competition.
Yeah, but people can vote for 3. No, that's true. I won't. When is yours going on? When is yours going on?
Mine's going through in May. I've put it through.
Gotcha.
Entered it for May, but I haven't had confirmation that it's in yet, because April's is still running.
Gotcha. I'll do mine for June then.
Yes, you do yours for June.
Mine
I'll be happy with that.
Mine will be a listening summer read.
Yeah,
it's all about the planning, isn't it? It really is.
Why make a rod for your own back, and why compete when you don't need to?
No, exactly. I would never run up against you anyway, my darling.
It doesn't matter. Everybody's different. We are all different authors, and we're all good in our own right.
Exactly. And you and I spend so much time lifting each other and others up. You know, that's the whole part of being a community, isn't it? My mum, the fabulous Lynn, said,
I can see her. I've got the comments up.
So you can put on there, you can actually put a sticker on saying Beth's mum's seal of approval. I like that. I like that a lot. Lisa said it's a great story.
Oh, I don't know how far through Lisa is. I know quite a few of them are actually getting through it, and I don't know who's nearest to finishing it first. I've not seen any reviews yet, and it's killing me.
That's the only thing, isn't it? When you put your new book out there, it's waiting for everybody's response.
Lisa's one of my ARC readers, and she did get an early copy. But because I spent so long this time trying to edit it and make it as good as I can get it first time round, I was late sending them out a little bit. So
yeah.
And then the ebook went live, and it's like, but the actual paperback took a week before that went live. We did have a bit of argy-bargy with that one, but it's because we put the inside cover art, the inside art in the pages.
I'm not sure if that's just what it is, though, because I've had a few authors message me saying that they've had issues. So you might not be the only one, to be honest.
I do think it is, because this is the first time I've done images inside the book as well.
Gotcha.
So, and Sharon's very good. She knows what she's doing. But we had to alter it and tweak it here and there, because they're not all the same. My chapter headings are different to the, I don't know what you call them, the images that's in the writing as well, in the significant places.
We have to go through hoops. We have to go through hoops to get these books out, I tell you. And people, I'll tell you, and non-writing people, I don't know how much they know about, how hard it is to get a book out there, especially when you're doing it all yourself. it's just never ending. It really, really is. So I can't wait to read all the reviews because I know they're going to be fabulous.
I know. I'm really. I'm sorry. I'm looking for the actual art. Some of the art that's in the centre in the actual.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to read out a little snippet of your book and tease everybody. Okay, I'm going to read it out while you're looking.
Yeah, I've got it anyway, so ready when you are.
Okay. He felt it in every ounce of his being. His soul was pleased that she was there, but unhappy that his initial approach had not worked. It usually did. A touch of this, a little of that, and they signed. What it did reveal, though, was character, strength, and courage. Plenty of it, which for a woman in her position would be required. Dare, for all his strength and body, was moody, complicated, and awkward. He would not be easy to tame. Even if it was required, he had been alone too long. The day had not been a good one for Evie. She was lonely, soaked, and frustrated. Then, unexpectedly, as she walked down the street, he spoke to her. Approaching out of nowhere, as if he had been waiting, the rain poured down. The last thing she wanted was to be held up to get soaked. At first, trying to walk past, she found him blocking her way. Scowling, she questioned him. Do I know you? At first, she could not decide. His face she thought to recognize, but could not remember when or who. Yet, as he spoke, I thought you were happy with your life. His words came flooding back. I was, stuttering, mainly because it was no longer true, and she remembered him. You? Yes. Do you remember my question? If not, I will ask you again. His voice was direct, with an undertone she found enthralling, but concerning. This could not be good, could it? I remember, she said, but mostly only that bit. The rest was a blur. And what's your answer now? Before she had time to contemplate and consider his reasoning for the question, her mouth opened and she had answered him. Yes, I would want more from my life. Who wouldn't? Good. Surprised, she watched his face change to an expression that could only be called enigmatic. He seemed definitely pleased with her answer. You will do well. And here. Pulling a sheet of paper from his breast pocket, he pushed it at her. I need you to read and sign this. Then we are all sorted. Sorted? For what? Ooh, it's so good.
Oh, it's gone off. It is. Yeah.
Look at that.
That's on the inside cover.
That is absolutely stunning.
But I have more as well. And listening to you read that's really strange because it's mine. And there is them as well.
That is beautiful. I was thinking, shall I do the voices? And I thought, no, because I'm shit. Sorry, I'm bleep.
I can, listening to you read that back to me now, I can hear. I listen to my own work anyway, but I can hear the difference in my writing.
Yeah,
massively.
yeah. It's crazy, isn't it? And I know you're like me because we both like to listen to our manuscripts while we're in the editing phase, because sometimes you don't really realize how your sentences are structured until you hear them back. So I'm with you. I think it's fantastic. And Josephine will tell you, especially with Microsoft Word, you can actually change your settings so you hear a more human voice as well, which makes a big difference when you're hearing it back. But I must admit, when I'm editing, I actually read it aloud as I'm editing, because then I know.
I do and I don't. I have the kids and Nick in the house, so I do. I very often talk to myself, but I don't really read it aloud. I do listen to it.
Yeah, it makes a big difference because especially with your commas, because sometimes, you know, because I use Grammarly, fantastic tool, fantastic. But you're more inclined to use Writing Pro?
Pro writing, yeah.
Writing.
I've tried the Grammarly. Maybe it's my settings on the Grammarly, but I found it was more Americanized for me and my writing.
Yeah.
Pro writing, it isn't. Plus, it's what my formatter uses, so it does make things, the process, the same for us both. So it's easier, and I am thrilled with the way this one's turned out.
That's fantastic.
So much better. Sorry, Emily.
I know. I'm going to put it up in a minute. You're a bad man. But I did notice that when I'm using Grammarly, sometimes I'll write a sentence and it's telling me to move my comma. But when I actually read it out loud, I'm like, no,
it's not right. I think they're all the same.
Yeah.
That no matter what of them, the software that you use, they're all going to be. There's no human element.
No.
So you do need to double check and not just take it as read that it's all correct and it knows what it's saying, because it doesn't. It keeps trying to change my words, and no, that's not what I'm saying. That's when I start talking to myself, is when I'm telling it off.
God damn it. Oh my gosh. So we got some more comments. We've joined by the wonderful Mary. She says,
hi Mary.
Support. Thank you, my darling. And Nick says, your book's pure filth.
Yeah, but that's what the ladies like.
Right, so
but that's my target market as well.
Well,
there's a lady of a certain age, you can tell with the writing.
And us ladies of a certain age like a little bit of spice.
We like a lot of spice.
We like a lot of spice. Hence why there's spicy booktok.
Yeah.
And also hence why 50 Shades of Grey made billions of money. Yeah. So Josephine says, a certain success for you as always. Oh, thank you,
Mary.
Thank you, darling. So let us know about your writing journeys, everybody. Have you learned lots? Which is your favorite apps to use to help you with your editing? Or do you put it out there for somebody else to edit? Let us know.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to find out. So Josephine, tell us a little bit more about your protagonist, Evie. Tell us, who is she? What's she like?
Well, she's a lady of a certain age, because that I find, and I've said this. Oh, Robin's on. Hello, hi Robin. Sorry, I'm looking at the comments as well. I find that there's an awful lot of things, young adults, but 17 to maybe 28, that age group. There are a lot of people now, I have noticed other authors heading in towards the older lady, aiming the market for the older lady. And it's more and more. Just because we're older doesn't mean we're numb in any way, shape or mind. And that has always been, about 4.5 years now I've been writing, somewhere around there anyway. And that has been my target market from the beginning, and I have not faltered from it.
Yeah.
And I'm now beginning to see that making headway. So my characters are aimed with those ladies in mind, because how many of us and how many of them live vicariously through all these books that they're reading?
Yeah.
So she's you don't really, she's got a background, and she's had this, that and the other happen. I had a bit of a picking the wrong man, which we've all done. Now I haven't.
Been there, done it, got a t-shirt.
Yeah, but you don't get a lot of that. I don't elaborate too much. I concentrate on the the here and now with this one. In some of the other books, I've elaborated on the past, and they've spoke about the past, but you'll get touches of it in this book, but it's not something that I've focused on. I've focused on her moving forward and meeting all these new characters. And I'm not going to say too much more.
Oh, she did. Please. Oh my God.
Yeah, she's an older young lady. She's not a young lady. Let's put it like that.
Do you know, it's really interesting you say that, actually, Josephine, because even though I've published my science fiction books in adults and young adult editions, when I look at what engagement my author page and that is getting, it is women around the same age as me, like late 20s onwards. So it's really interesting how readers find you and connect with you. And even though I try and promote my young adult books, my audience still is, you know, women of our age, which is nice though. I do like that, because I feel like I can, like you, I feel like I can connect with them better. You know, they've had a life, they've got history, you know, that they can connect with our characters.
Experience.
They've had experience, exactly. And I think that makes a massive difference. I really, really do. And I think that's why when I read your books, I always connect with your female protagonist, because, you know, they're never, I love this, they are never perfect. They've all been through stuff. They've all experienced life. And because I have too, I can have that connection with your characters.
Well, that's what you aim for in a book.
If
you make them all singing, all dancing, brilliant, unless you find somebody out there that's all singing, all dancing, brilliant, the readers are going to struggle to connect.
Yeah, of course they are, because
it's all about making the connection with the characters and the book itself and the words and then everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all flawed.
Some more than others, but yeah.
Oh my God, I've got to say, I don't know whether any of you looked at that video I shared the other day on my author page. I was dying. So my husband Ian sent me this video from Instagram. The link's on my author page. And it's a cute puppy, like fast asleep. And it says, "What I think I look like when I'm sleeping." And then it goes to what you actually look like when you're sleeping. and it changes to a full-grown Labrador, like is he trying to tell me something?
Yeah, most likely. Mine does all the time.
I swear to God, I was dying. I was outside with the dogs, and all of a sudden he could hear me like belly laughing. And I came in and I was streaming because I was laughing that much. I absolutely love it. But we are all flawed as people. So I think it's important when you have characters that they're flawed too. And I must admit, I do look back and I think, did I make my protagonist in Earth's Angels flawed enough? You know, I do wonder that. So it's interesting.
I try to fit in normal life as well. What we have to do, we have to wash. Yeah, I try to write it with tact and politely. Yeah, but it's in there.
Yeah, I think you've got to, haven't you? Yeah, I totally agree with that. And it's interesting because I had a review recently, and I mean, it was a lovely review, fantastic, 5 stars, which was wonderful, made my day. But it was interesting because she said your characters seem to be having, like, eating a lot and then showering a lot. And then I thought about it and I thought, yeah, but in my book, the whole world is like ended and they've got nothing. Literally, they haven't even got the clothes on their backs anymore. So all their energy and time is into self-care, eating, you know, keeping clean and stuff. And that's what they focus on because everything else is gone. But it was really, really interesting, you know, to see how readers see your characters and stuff.
Their perception of it.
Exactly. It really, really is interesting. But I mean, your reviews are absolutely amazing. I was going through them today, and the reviews for your books are fabulous. They really, really are. I'm so excited.
We can't wait for this one.
I can't read it just yet because I'm already reading like one of yours already. So I'm
I know.
But if you when you do read Josephine's books, please make sure you leave reviews because it's so important for authors.
And it's not just important for others. There are 2 draws running at the moment as well.
That's exactly was. Look at that. Look, we're like kindred spirits. So why are they more important right now?
If you read, review, follow and share, there's 2 draws going off at the moment. One that will finish in April for my bookmarks and my goodies, which my hubby makes for me.
Can I just say the bookmarks are absolutely stunning, and Josephine's husband Nick, who is so talented, he makes the bookmarks all by hand himself. So they are literally like one of a kind. Each one is different slightly.
They are.
Because he does them all by hand. It's just amazing. She's digging away. While you're digging away, I'm just going to pop up some more hellos. So we got wonderful Helen. Helen says, yes, for spice, LOL. Lady after my own heart. I love it, love it, love it. Robin, she uses Grammarly as well. I love Grammarly. It's fantastic. And she also says, hello, my darling. Lisa says, yes, a lot of spice. Yay.
We love spice.
We do. This is why we all get on so well. And Nick says, love to know where you get your ideas from, with about 10,000 question marks.
Well, there's always a good guy in there, isn't there? There's always a hero there somewhere along the way.
Exactly. We've got the wonderful Patricia. She says, hello, Josephine and Beth. Hello, darling. Thank you so much for joining in and watching. Don't forget, you can share today's show now. If you just click on the share button, you can share it to your favorite book clubs, book groups, and get everyone else involved. Stephanie says, yes, totally agree. Love when the characters are relatable, because we all go through situations, and yes, we are all flawed. So
very
true.
So. Well, I can find my cardboard ones, but I don't know what I've done with them.
Oh, bless you. One of my flaws is that I do snore. Even after I had my surgery on my deviated septum, I still snore because I get a lot of allergies.
My husband says I snore too.
I can't even deny it, Josephine, because my husband filmed me. He filmed me snoring my head off. So I can't even deny it anymore. And do you know what's funny? When we lived in England, we had our bedroom window open like all year round, because my husband likes fresh air on his face. And I think all our neighbours thought it was Ian, and it wasn't.
It was you. Oh, dear.
Fair play to him, though. He didn't tell him. Which, I mean, that's love right there, isn't it? Oh, I think I've got delivery. Hang on a minute. See, this is the joys of having a live show. I've got to quickly call my son downstairs and tell him that we've got a delivery. Sorry about this. Hey, darling, I'm sorry to bother you, love. I know you're working, but I think the delivery might be here downstairs. Thank you, darling. I'm still live, so I don't know. I'll come down when I can. Yes. All right, love you. Make sure it doesn't get wet on the floor. Thank you. My lovely. Sorry about that. Joy's being live.
That's okay, and I'm still rooting. I've got them. I don't know what I've done with them. That's the menopause thing, that is, I'm afraid.
Oh, bless you. That's all right. We can always share videos in the comments.
I've got images on my Facebook page anyway.
There we go. So go to Josephine's author page and you will see the beautiful bookmarks, because they are stunning. Again, I'm sorry about that. Okay, let's have a look. We read that one. Okay, Lisa says, Nick, I'm starting to wonder. I suspect where Josephine gets her ideas from. I absolutely love it. Stephanie says, I've read the new book. I have to post my review. Oh, see, we look out for each other. We really, really do. And Patricia says, I've just finished Dare today. What a great book.
Thank you.
You can't get better than that.
No,
Just so you know,
she reads a lot, does Patricia. She reads a lot of different authors, very well known, very well versed authors as well. So it is.
Oh, here's the man himself.
Oh, thank you.
See,
He's found them for me. I've moved them.
We need a Blue Peter moment, and this is one we made earlier.
Yeah.
Stunning.
And
oh my gosh.
They say they're on. They say the new book.
And they are all
handmade. Plain one that's not been done, and that can be initialed.
Beautiful. They are all handmade. They're absolutely
stunning. And there's another Dare one there.
That is gorgeous. And
they're there for my giveaway, which ends in April. But
yes.
Obviously, read, review, follow, share. But you're going to have to tag me, otherwise I won't know you've done it. A keyring. And then there's the bumper book, which Beth Worsdell, Beth Hildebrand, Tina,
Stephanie,
Samantha Michaels, another Miss Sarah Louisa.
Yes.
Myself. That's 7 of us, and there's one more. Yeah. My gone black.
Dory. Actually, I might have the image.
That one will finish. It's the same. Read, review, follow, share, tag whoever's or any of us. We're all going to have to converse and say who's in what book and who's done it for them. So we can have a list to go in the draw to actually win a paperback from each of us.
Yeah. And just so everybody knows, with both of the giveaways, the group one and Josephine's, the more you share, the more entries you get. So you can share in book clubs, book groups, on any social media platform that we're
on. The more books you read as well.
Exactly.
You don't just have to read one, you can read any, you can read multiples.
Exactly.
That's I've forgotten. Sorry, VL Peters.
There we go.
Tina Hogan Grant, VL Peters, Beth Hildebrand, Beth Worsdell, Stephanie Nishi, and I'm not sure how you pronounce that actually, and Sarah Louisa and myself. And then Samantha Michaels has joined us today.
Fantastic. And a massive congratulations to Sarah Louisa, because she's got some exciting news coming later. No more. But congratulations, darling, because we're super excited for you. Oh my gosh. So share your reviews everywhere. More times you share, the more entries you get. And you can share on multiple platforms, but make sure you tag Josephine and the author that you've reviewed and read, so that you get your.
I'll add you to the list if I don't know you're doing it. So I need to be told. You need to tag me so I can add you to the list for the draw.
Exactly. We need you to.
It doesn't have to be any specific book. It can be any of each of the author's books. It's not subject to just one book.
Exactly. And if you've already read one of our books, you can just share the review. Share the review on your book clubs, book groups.
It doesn't have to be a new read. It can be one that you've already read and shared.
Exactly. So you can do that as well. So that gives you entries as well, just in case you're super busy right now. Helen says, you are both hilarious. I'm so glad.
Thank you, honey.
No, I love that. I wish we could do more shows on a regular basis, but things have changed. And
we do have fun.
Yes, I've got people working from home now, so fit them in when I can. So just a reminder, please do like, share, and follow, and then that way, whenever I do create a new event and I do a new show, you will get notified. So, Josephine, now you've written Dare, what are you doing now?
I've already got 17,000 odd words on. I have lots of open ones. I have different series that I need to wind up and bring to a conclusion. But the thing with some of those is because I've spent 18 months editing, and then because I've got more series than I had standalones. I was writing standalones. I've written Salvation, one of my Demons series, Destiny's Contempt, I've written there. Did I put another one in there somewhere? I don't know. But those 3.
Your blue aliens?
No, I haven't done those for a while. That's what I was going to do. My intention was to try and do a blue alien now, but I have 2 started for that to wind up the series. But I have 4 other books in the same series. This is 5 and 6 that I'm writing. So because I've spent like 2.5 years doing other stuff, I need to go back and reacquaint myself with everything and everybody, no matter how many notes I make. I found I've drifted a little bit. I need to reacquaint with them. And I've got another one that again, it's a new type for me, that I hadn't tried, like Deer with the dragons. I haven't done dragons before. And I've really enjoyed writing that one. And this one, I'm going to go maybe for a little bit of RH. I'm not 100% sure. It might not. It might do. I have a plan.
Okay, for those who don't know what RH is, just
reverse RH or white hues.
Now, I have to say, you've got so many books out, and you do some science fiction, you do some fantasy, you do dark fantasy. They tend to sort of, meld together really, really well. You've got something for everybody. I've got to be honest with you. If you love anything to do with science fiction and fantasy in any way, you've got something for everybody.
You've read the Balance books, which is a Devils and Demons ones.
Those are brilliant. I love those. I read both of those.
Yeah.
Those were fantastic.
And then the spin-off series from them is the Black Knights series,
which is what I'm reading now.
3 of those. Yes, you are. And then I've got the Chronicles of Aracella, which is the sci-fi ones. But I've got some really great characters to move forward with in those. And I've got maybe 25,000 words done, but it's just, I want to make sure that the links into the others are correct and not just rush into it and write it for the sake of writing it. This one I'm writing now, maybe a bit of an Amigaverse type, otherworld type thing.
Yeah. I'll tell you the one thing that one of the things that I absolutely love about your books is the fact that you set the scene so well. I mean, when I was reading the Promise books, I could visualize everything. Every scene I could visualize so well. And you had such a great balance because you didn't over describe. You let me use some of my imagination, but you give me enough information to be able to completely picture the whole area and the characters and what was going on. It was absolutely fantastic. And Stephanie says, she says, yes, something for everyone. There we go. So it's absolutely brilliant. Are there any types of situations, tropes, characters, monsters, demons that you're looking to write about in the future? Or are you just going to wait for inspiration to strike?
This Amigaverse type one is new to me. I haven't done anything like this. It just depends if it gels with the way I write. And so far it is. I'm not quite as, it's difficult how to put it into words, maybe forthright with certain things. I don't skirt around it, but I do it with as much tact as I can.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
It's difficult to, I'm not too blunt, and it's obvious it's there, but I don't like certain words and I won't use them. So I try and find other ways and other means. But it's still there.
I agree with you, because when I read your books, they're never graphic. They're never like shockingly graphic, but you give enough information.
They are graphic, just not shockingly graphic. I think that's the difference.
Yeah. There is a very fine line.
There are some writers that go for the shock value, and they're brilliant.
Yeah.
But I don't feel comfortable myself in doing that. I'm happy with what I'm doing at the moment. For me, there's no need to. Have you seen that as well? Sorry, ladies.
Oh my God! I'm not sure that Nick, her husband, is going to be alive for the next show. He's just, but that's why I look so old.
There's just certain things that I don't like a lot, like the RH. I'm not over keen, but I know a lot of ladies like it, to read it and the feelings of it. For me personally, I've got 3 characters, and I don't think I will expand it any further than that, because I've read some fantastic RH books with multiple. There was Jade Thorns. I've just read her of Magic and Contempt series, and I was lucky to get forward copy of number 5. They're brilliant, but I don't think I could write that, because maybe I put too much into more emotions for every single one, and it'd go on forever for me. It's just the way I write. I don't think I could gel to having too many.
I'm with you
we'll
on that.
See how this one works. I think
I struggled with my first series, because, as you know, I've got memory like a bloody sieve. My husband called me Dory for a very good reason. So I had to literally find ways of remembering each character and their traits. And as my series went on, there was more characters joining in, all these, human survivors and all these relationships that were connecting or breaking up and stuff. And it was so hard keeping up with it. And one of the things that I found helpful was to think of my character as somebody I was familiar with, even if it was just like a distant friend, because then I could picture that person and that personality.
I make notes. I have a page per character, and I just flick through what their eyes, height, blah 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 blah, and characteristics, so that. And I have done that for the Blue Aliens, which is why I can go back to it now, but I need to feel them a bit more. I need to get back into them, because it's just the length of time has just been too long, and I'm trying new things now. I know my writing is that little bit better. I want to try new things with it and have something in there that is for everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Not just singular books that's for you, that's for you, and pigeonhole them. I want to make sure everything's there.
Well, I think the reviews speak for themselves. I really do. Lisa is laughing at Nick.
She does. She's a lovely lady.
I think Nick needs to be a little bit worried, because if you write something in your book, you think, oh, that sounds quite nifty, I might try that. Who knows what happens to that man? He's being very brave right now, I have to say. Oh my gosh, he cracks me up. I can't believe it. We're already like 53 minutes. That's crazy. So before we do go, I want to thank everybody for joining us. But don't forget, Josephine's got 2 big giveaways going on at the moment. One for herself to celebrate the new release of Dare. Can we have another look at the book cover if you've got it handy, please, darling? It's absolutely fantastic. And as you heard, we've already got some people popping up with comments saying how fantastic the book is. So do order it. It is available on Amazon. Is it under Kindle Unlimited?
Yeah, it's on KU as well. Yeah.
So it's on Kindle Unlimited, so you can read it for free if you've got KU. It's also available in paperbacks. The paperbacks are now live, which is absolutely fantastic. And when you do read it, share your review. Make sure you tag Josephine, and you can share on all platforms. You can share on multiple places, multiple platforms. Just make sure you tag Josephine. And if you do the bundle giveaway, which is 8 of us,
And it finishes on May the 31st. That one we'll run that. We've run that one for longer because there's a lot of books in that one.
Exactly. So you can either share reviews that you've already done because you've read them, or you can read them and share your review, and you'll get entered. And that's all you have to do. You just have to share your review, tag the author you're reading and Josephine, and then you'll get put into a draw. It's so exciting. It's so exciting.
It is really good, and it's actually starting to climb the ranks now as well. So it's on Kindle. It's on KU, but on Kindle itself, it's free until the 6th.
There we go. So grab it quick.
So there you go.
Grab it quick. And to be honest with you, when I looked, it went in at a really good ranking.
It went in at high. Some of the others are sitting quite not within the top 100, but they're in the top sort of 1500.
That's fantastic. Which is massive considering how huge the fantasy and dark fantasy competition is. Yeah. I mean, there's like millions of them. So to be so high is just outstanding. Just quickly, Suzanne says, you are both amazing. Thank you. I'm looking forward to your book, Josephine.
Thank you, Suzanne.
So exciting. And just so everybody knows, when Suzanne's finished her books, she will be coming on and we will be doing a release party for her too.
Oh, wow, yes.
Yay.
So you'll get to party by yourself for yours?
Yes. I know. I'm definitely having a book release party. Mine's being released on May 31st. So we will be having a big party for that.
No, we can do the draw at the same time.
There we go. See, this is why we're so good. Okay, Leisha says the book sounds and looks very intriguing. It is. Super exciting. And the fabulous Paul Rushworth Brown joins us.
Hello.
Good morning, ladies from Australia. I know, bless him. I think it's still summer there, isn't it? Or is it turning?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't remember. We've all oh, there we go. Helen says, awesome, it's on KU. We'll download it immediately. Go get it. Go get it. And Leisha said, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I am so sorry if I'm not. It's beautiful. She says, congratulations on your new release. Oh, thank you so much. Well, thank you everybody for joining in. If you have got any questions, if you're not watching this live and you have any questions for Josephine, pop them in the comments, because Josephine and I will reply to everybody and we will comment back, and we love to interact with new authors and readers. So if you do want to know something, pop it in the comments and we will get back to you. Thank you for joining us, and please like, share and follow the show, and obviously Josephine as well. She's all over social media, including TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, you name it, she's there. We're a bit mad like that, aren't we, Josephine? We're everywhere. But thank you so much, everybody, for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Thank you, everyone.
We'll see you next time on the Witty Writer Show. Thank you, Josephine.
Bye.
Bye for now, everybody. Bye.